Hey guys, I haven't done a full-on video tour in a while, so I thought I'd do a new one. Always, when I can, try to start outside so you can see the four seasons. What am I calling it? A Four Seasons? The World's Fair through the window there, which is a deliberate part of the install that I think is really cool. Okay. So of course here's the Fasco World's Fair. I turned all the other lights off so you can kind of see the you know, the flame lamps and stuff like that, since that's another thing that's cool that I have here. So that's why everything is off. It's kind of hard to see this. Medium. Nice breeze on medium. High. I swear high used to be faster, so maybe the capacitor's drifted. Also, the light gets a little loose now. You can see it wobbling, so I'm going to have to go in there and tighten the switch housing. Spin down. You see there's the Columbia over there. I've debated replacing it. Ideas include iFan, Broadway, the ornate Terra, but it's hard to get rid of something that I like as much as that Columbia. I may try the ornate Terra there, we'll see, since I have it. I need to get a switch cap for it, steal it off another Terra, but since there's no Terra here, of course, if I take that down, there's no Casablanca here. We'll see how many spin downs I get to in this video tour. People like spin downs, so you can see a lot of the other flame lamps. Okay, go down here. I have these lights on just because I know there's no other way to see this one, but I'll turn them off when we get to the other room. Here's the Homestead. Low. Medium low. Medium. Medium high. High. And off. We'll keep an eye on that while we're going here. Turn off these lights for a second. So you can see floating globe. Flicker flames. Hey, is that flicker flame out? No, it's hiding behind the guitar. I was like, is there a flicker flame missing there? No. They're all here in the little faux fireplace. Then all my accent lights. Casablanca with a mirror globe. This one's new. Casablanca. Can't remember how many of these accent lights are new. This guitar is blocking that one. Coming to a stop there. And of course the Sonnet-Air. I've toyed with replacing this too. Options include a banana fan or that Sierra that I have with the with the lost train of thought. The lower canopy. But again, this is one of my all-time favorite childhood fans, so it's hard to take it down when I have the perfect place for it. I also thought about putting a banana fan over there, having 2 fans in here, but I think that might be overkill, because technically that's 3. So, let's put this back on low. Keep an eye on that one. Abby's room. See all the color changing lights. She's with her mom right now, so I've got guitars in here. How are we at Sonnet-Air? Still okay? All these vintage lights. Medium. Normally this fan goes in reverse, but I switched it to forward because we've been getting a lot of flooding in Wisconsin, and while I haven't seen any water here, if there was water that was going to leak in, this would probably be the room it would get into, so I wanted to keep it dry in here in the laundry room. So I've kept this fan on high. Oh, this is new, by the way, with the fish, fake fish, the faux fish. I love the Sonnet-Air. Have I ever talked about that? So this is a fan that I love, but this was not part of my childhood. I never saw one of these as a kid. I just think it's really cool. Sonnet-Air, there was, as far as I know, only one mini golf place in the city when I was growing up. And they had the Sonnet-Air over the snack bar, like over the kitchen area, you know. And it had a huge, ornate, fancy globe on it. And then one day that globe was gone and just a big round globe. And then one day the whole fan was gone. And then now they've since remodeled that whole building and it's much newer and fancier. And I think I did a video there because they've got Minkas. And I used to always beg to go to mini golfing. But it was because I liked that fan and I liked the windmills and I liked the spinning stuff. Mainly the fan. So it's one of my all-time favorite childhood fans. I have a lot of those, but, you know, very important memories. Oh, that one stopped. My God. Okay. Well, medium there. We'll see if I put it back on high. I might. I think it's making a little dry bearing sound. I'm not sure. We'll see if it gets worse. That sounds like a dry bearing sound, right? First I thought it was something loose. I'll get to the bottom of it. Sure is taking its sweet time to spin down. Interesting, so even with the air purifier, this one's got some dust on it. The air purifier's done a pretty good job of keeping dust off fan blades. I've got one in every floor. 2 on this floor. 2 on this floor. 1 in the kitchen, 1 in the master bedroom. Okay, so now for a lot of people's favorite room. Not sure what all I've showed you here. The color changing light there. All the fans. All the little LED night lights. All the fountains. The rain lamps, the box fans. Like I said, this is a lot of people's favorite room. So let's pull out the remotes. Everything's on low right now. Oh, and all the preheat fluorescent lights, people like those too. Blink, 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 blink. Blink, 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 blink. Okay, that was that one there. And while we're at it, let's turn that fan to medium. That didn't do anything, so I think it's that back fan there. Let's see. Yep. Oh, that one. Those two, actually. Come on, there we go. Let's turn that fan to medium. And the last one, that light, and the fan behind it to medium. And then this fan. Very good speed. High, 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 high. If I can find another cool curved bladed industrial that's different than these, I'm going to add another fan in here. I'm going to move that one that way, and then there'll be room for one more. I really want a 4-blade, like a Canadian, like a Four Seasons Venair or something like that. Or a, 4 curved blade golden fan like the brown one, the brown coat up that I have, but white. Okay. Off, 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 off. And then while we're doing that, let's start turning the lights off. What did that do? Anything? Nope, that's the other one. So all the fountains and things. Oh, is this dry? Looks like that's right. No, it's got water in it, it's just not misting very well. Well, maybe it's dirty. So, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is all of the rain lamps. That one stopped. That one stopped. Sorry. I can only show you so much at once. And then this remote here. So you saw that one stopped. What's this one? That one's about to stop. So it's 1. 2 is this lamp, and that lamp all together. There, 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 and then 3. It's just the Evergo left, by the way. 3 is this here. And then these are all on the same frequency. Come on. And then all that's left is the night lights. By the way, I'll show you these too. Low. This labeled Manning Bowman was in a 3rd grade classroom at my school, and I was obsessed with it. It was my all-time favorite box fan, still is. I thought it was so cool with the control panel in the front and the Art Deco guard, and I just was enamored with it. This, a friend that lived kind of kitty corner from my parents' house had 2 of those in their living room, 1 in each window. Medium. High. What's wrong on high? Where the fuck is high? There we go. High. High. off, off, back to low. Stopped. Stopped. Okay. I've oiled those a lot and they still stop that frequently. So let's put all these back. Low. 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 Everything started on the first try. Sometimes that one and that one don't always want to start low. This one, oops, not medium, low. That's on medium, those lights stay on, these lights stay on, that's on low. Just making sure I don't have to come back down here. I mean, I may, but it's late o'clock at night, so just in case. Smells like cleaning solution. We've been doing a lot of cleaning. Okay. So here's the living room. So first of all of the... You turn the light off if you're done? Are you done? If you're not done, that's okay. So here's all the... And my GE window fan. I forgot to show you that from outside. I meant to. Since it's 50 degrees outside, we got that pulling air in. So everything here, the ones on the shelf here are just there until I find another place for them and other stuff goes in those shelves. They're not permanent, but the other stuff is. Not sure about down there. It's just a random place for it. Same with the shelves here. So... Okay, and then as far as the lights in here, X10, and it's been acting funny, so something is giving it interference, but here's 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is my vintage torchlight collection. Come on. So that one, those 2, those 3, that 4. And then one of these remotes, and I don't... okay, good, I got it on the first try. Does the fan, which I'll move to medium. And then all these lights. Ignore that stuff, that's Nia's giveaway stuff. That actually is going upstairs, that white thing. That's just down here until I make room for it upstairs. You see that plant uplight, that mica lamp, that uplight, that spotlight, those 2 lamps. The track lighting and the plant uplight are all on this. Let's go to high. Again, I've toyed with swapping this out, and I talked about the things I toyed with swapping it with, but nothing has spoke to me. They're not loud enough to say do it. This moves a surprising amount of air given that the motor is pretty underpowered. I thought I was going to have to upgrade the motor, but I haven't. It's actually been okay. So this spin down is going to take forever, so let's let it spin down. Of course, the air shadow, my wife's favorite. It's just, right now, just set to high. So you turn the switch on, it comes on high. Moves a great amount of air. You can feel it over here. I also have the remote for it, but really only use it to turn the light on and off. Keep an eye on those 2. We've talked about this one at length because this was not intended to be the fan for here. It just happened to be something I had, and I threw it up there, and I've tried a few other things, and nothing I liked as much. And The only thing that I know this would come down for sure is if I could find a brown 38-inch K63 Four Seasons. If I could find that, then that would come down because I'd have Casablanca somewhere else. That would go here. The other thing I've thought about but haven't been for sure about, can you see both of those in the peripheral? That one's closed up but still spinning, is a 42-inch horseshoe bracket brown original. But I'm less certain about that. Okay, 3 spin downs at once is enough for me. Don't let me forget to do the garage. I walked past it. We can go back there. I'm trying to think of what's been new. It's been added since previous tours. Definitely some stuff downstairs is new. Obviously at least one thing upstairs. Oh, that one stopped. Okay, good thing I've got the camera showing it over there. That one's still going. Told you the spin down this would be long. It's beating the fan that we started far after. So these are also childhood, and I think I talked about in another video what they are. These are, yeah, that one stopped. So my aunt and uncle had a 52-inch brown one in their kitchen with a Tiffany shade, and then the YMCA where we took swimming lessons had a white one in the lobby, 52-inch. I don't remember where I first saw the 36-inch ones, but they're a very common fan around here, so I definitely saw them in a lot of places in my childhood. So let's take a look at this real quick. I've got this on learning remote too. That's medium in the learning remote. High, which is high for the fan. Sometimes I'll turn the fan on low, which is in between the two, and then just use high on the remote. Low on the remote doesn't do anything. We got it taped off just so we don't hit any resonant frequencies by mistake. Finally stopped. I'll put this one on medium. This one on low. So you've seen all my flames. There's flicker flame, LED nightlight, LED night lights. Then you know all about all the preheats under the counter. Of course, just a random light here. Nothing special, but just, you know, showing you all the lighting. Still haven't replaced the Toronto outside. If I do, it'll be probably something that I make. Because, oops, didn't mean to turn that light on there. So I can't remember if this has been in a video tour or not, when I added the light switch to this. This was originally a white one. Light switched, the light kit. So this was originally, no, it was originally antique brass, then white, then brown with the light. That was the variable low there. And there's high. I guess I should show you the whole range of speeds, huh? Oh, a little dust on this one too, I guess because there's no air purifier in here. Low. Quarter turn. Quarter turn. put this light here for my wife. I thought she'd want a light in the hallway, but I don't think I've ever seen her use it. There's medium, which is, you know, all the way up on the dial. High. Something's vibrating. Maybe a light glass. Spin down. So of course here's the new one. And I've showed in the other video, I moved the glass brick to here. These are still here. Glass brick. There's me. Hi, me. Nothing really interesting with these. I'm going to try to get a better fixture for that. But then here's this. And here's the it's on speed 4, which is low. 3, which is medium. So I legitimately added a fan here because I felt it was needed. Just standing water. We had all this raining and flooding, and then between that showering, it just seemed like there was a little, you know, mildew in the bathroom here, and I didn't want to have mildew, so originally I just plugged in a Verandah fan in here and it helped. But a ceiling fan is more efficient. By the way, there's our spin down progress there. Whoops, bumped the door. High. Spinning down. So I've talked at great length about Nutone verandas being childhood fans. I can't remember if I ever saw the big housing with the short blades as a kid. I've had to. But I definitely saw big housing and big blades. And I definitely saw short blades on one housing or the other. One of my all-time favorite fans. The only reason they're not up there with Terras is because they're easier to find than Terras. And these, I talked about seeing these a lot as a kid too, in the clothing store where I actually have a video of it. So this will have a good long spin down, so we'll go over into Nia's makeup room while we wait for that. The TriStar. Oh, it's on! She doesn't always use it, she must have been hot. So this is a childhood fan in a way that I never saw one installed, but then I got an Emerson catalog in the 90s and was like, oh my god, I have to have that. And all these years later, I finally do. Medium. This has new bearings. Might be the only fan in the whole house that has replaced bearings. Great air mover. Her room is probably the only room in the house now that doesn't have a light that's on when you turn the lights off, like a nightlight or a candle or a fireplace or something. So, just picking a random low speed. Even with the new bearings, it seems like that's going to stop before the Caribbean breeze. Let's try medium and just see how that does. Okay, we're stopping over here. Still going here. Yeah, I'm gonna look at Habitat tomorrow for something to go there, something that matches the lights there, like a nickel thing with some square shades. So yeah, I talked about these. The one over the dressing rooms in the clothing store. The one in the appliance store. There was an ice cream shop that had one outside over the entrance. They were just really common fans when I was a kid. You still occasionally see them. I'd like to find the version with the nut. I'd like to find the version with the lower canopy. Yeah, that's a good speed for that. I don't want to move on to the next room and then miss this, but it seems like this is going to be a while. It also fit exactly where I wanted it. I wanted it right on that corner of the exhaust fan. And there was a joist right there, so that was perfect. I toyed with making it center, but I figured this was good enough. It's not in here to be pretty. Okay, let's go bother my wife. So you want to control the fan, baby, since you're over there by the remote? Just turn it to low. I'll have to show the fireplace another time. So this is my island fans. I've talked at great length about these being a childhood fan of mine. There was a McDonald's that we used to stop at on our road trips as like a pit stop that had them in antique brass, and I looked forever for them. They were even harder to find than the Terra fans. So I suppose I shouldn't make the same mistake I did with the no, just start from low, but I want to make sure it's actually legitimately starting from low. It's interesting that this one gets dusty. Oh, because we light candles in here. I was like, why is this one dusty even with the air purifier in here? It's because of the candles. Okay, you can do medium. Oh, you've been working on pictures and video too. That looks really cool. Medium on this is a little slow for my taste, but, you know, I'm not too picky. Okay, high. She usually has it on medium, and then when she falls asleep, I turn it to high. And she's none the wiser. You can say hi if you want to.
Hi.
Okay, we can turn it off. Spin down. So I'm trying to think about what's changed since I did my last full tour. Definitely the fan in the bathroom. You got any comments about that?
No.
I'm trying to remember this one in the hallway. It was just like this in the last tour with the light and everything. Have you ever used that light, or has it just been me turning it on?
I turn it on sometimes, but it's a little orange or something.
Yeah, those shades make it orange, but if I put brighter bulbs in it, then the orange would be less noticeable, but then it wouldn't be quite as cool looking. I think all the other changes since the last video have been downstairs, so like the fountains and decorative stuff and stuff like that. I don't think anything else to the main floor. Can you think anything else I changed on the main floor besides those two things, fan or light wise? Yeah. I changed some stuff in the garage, but I think that's all been documented on video, and we haven't been to the garage yet anyways. So, you have, besides the air shadow, oh, I guess these are all obvious questions. I was going to say, besides the air shadow, you have a favorite fan in the house, but it would be the TriStar. I guess if we eliminate those two, do you have a favorite fan in the house?
I don't think so.
How about a least favorite?
I don't know.
You're not in the mood to be interviewed, huh? I'm like the Geraldo of fans, or TMZ. Okay, thank you, baby. I'm gonna go about my video. Forgot to turn these lights off. She'll put that one back how she wants it. Okay, so it's just the garage left, right? Am I forgetting anything? Sometimes I go around back and show you the lights around back, but really all that's left is the mercury vapor. Down there, I forgot to turn those off. Okay, so out here, it's covered in boxes, but there's a vintage light down there, and then once you get out here, the motion sensing vintage track light comes on, and the Nutone, plus all my preheat half pipes are on remotes. So this is on high, I think, and that one's on medium, so let's turn them down to low. I got a bulb out over there. I'll have to get Chris over here. You can see all my music gear's in the way right now. That's one of the reasons why I haven't had a chance to come out here and do much fan stuff. So I decided to put the Nutone back here. I really like this combination. Because as much as I love the K63 blender fan, as much as it's one of my all-time favorite childhood fans, and I could talk about the ones in my grandparents' church, the ones in my, it's wobbling. It's never wobbled before. Interesting. I could talk about the ones in my grandparents' church. I could talk about the ones in my aunt and uncle's church. And I wish I knew what church my aunt and uncle went to. It was in Waukesha. They moved to Manitowoc, which is why I haven't been there in years. But it had 6 of them in the sanctuary. And as much as I love them, it just didn't do anything for me having one right there. But having one back there gives me all the feels. And then the Nutone is a childhood fan. I saw it in an encyclopedia when I looked up ceiling fan, and there was a picture of this, and it said Hunter Fan Company. So I want to know why that's wobbling all of a sudden. Oops, that's the lights. Why that's wobbling all of a sudden. It's not like they're it's not like they are wood blades that can warp. Medium. So I had to change the capacitor in the Nutone. Failed as soon as I put it back up. High. And you see the Nutone Industrial. Little white one is still. In the test rig. Got lots of fans to test. If I ever get time. And Metal Pete ever gets time. He's on a 3rd shift job now, so it's harder to coordinate. Spin down. Stepped on some bubble wrap there. I was going to turn on this Nutone, but something's not plugged in. Test rig's plugged in. Where's the kilowatt? These are still going, by the way. There we go. Whoops. I must have needed it for something else because it was unplugged. Found out that these ones with the bigger lower canopy are older. I always thought they were newer. Ouch. Don't come out here with bare feet. You'll step on something. I stepped on like an extension cord or something and it hurt. Blender fan stopping. Put it back to like medium because we've been getting a lot of water. This is the box the Caribbean Breeze came in. Here's my stage fan, but I'm replacing it with that yellow thing. Trial stage fan. Lots of music gear. feel like I'm forgetting something, but what could I be? Lower level, garage, middle level. Didn't do the back, but I did the front from outside. Upstairs. I mean, it's not like there's like so many places. Those are all speakers in there. That's a bass head, really good bass head. There's a monitor, very cheap monitor. I think that's all you can see from this angle. Wow, it's almost going to stop at the same time as that, even though that one... Okay, medium it is. Lights off. Part of the reason is this fan honestly looks cooler through the garage door. Of course, you don't get to see it unless there's some lights on. The vintage track lighting. There's a little night light in the back, and then there's a little night light back here, but I got boxes piled on top of it. Okay, those will go off on their own. I think that's everything. So I'm going to upload this video and then hopefully get some rest, and I got a long day tomorrow. So thanks for watching.